standing before you, he has no anxiety. He is very pleasantly with his consort Srimati Radharani and enjoying playing on his flute. There is no anxiety. That is God. If God has got anxiety, then what class of God is? No. So, that anxietyless God you will find in Krishna. The demigods, take any demigod, even Lord Brahma, he is also anxiety, he is meditating. Lord Shiva, he is dancing with his Trishul. He has got something to do to annihilate. He has got anxiety. Goddess Kali, he is also standing with sword and so many things. So they have got activities. Durga, she is engaged in so many activities. But Krishna, you will find always Satchandatma, always peaceful. Krishna, when he is engaged in killing some demons, that Krishna is different from the original Krishna. That is Vasudeva Krishna. That is Vasudeva. Krishna personally does not go anywhere. Padam ekam nagacchati. Giving up Vrindavan, he does not go, even stay away. That is original Krishna. And other things, other activities which are done by Krishna, that is Vasudeva Krishna. From Krishna, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, then from again Sankarshan, Narayan, again from Narayan, Ditya Chaturbhaha, then Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay. In this way, there is system how Krishna expands. Ekam Bahushyama. Krishna can expand himself in many, many forms. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Adyam Purana Purusham Navajovanam. He is the Adi Purush. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. Brahma says. Brahma is not Adi Purush. Brahma says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhaja. So Krishna is the Adi Purush. And he has got many expansions. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi. Anadi, Adi. He has no beginning, but he is the beginning of everything. That is called Anadi, Adi. He has no beginning, but he is the beginning of everything. That Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam, and he has expanded himself in so many forms. We are also Krishna's form, but we are Bibhinnansa. And Sangsha and Bibhinnansa. The Vishnu Tattva is Bhagavat Tattva, Sangsha, personal expansion. And we are energy expansion. We are also energy. Aparayam itastu viddhime prakritim para jiva bhuta mahabha. So jiva prakriti expansion, para prakriti expansion. So Krishna is always Satchandatma. He has no anxiety. Satchandatma Atmamaya Jajjad Vidhatte Bhagavan. Satchandatma. Whatever, even if he is killing a demon, there is no anxiety. That is Krishna. Even if he is killing, he has no anxiety. Satchandatma. That is also confirmed in the Vedic language. Parasa Shakti Vividhaiva Sriyate Natasya Karjam Karanancha Vidyate. So, he has nothing to do personally. His energies act. Then try to understand why Bhagavan is attributed with the word Satchandatma. Because just like a big man, he wants to do something, he simply says to his secretary, this thing must be done. He does everything. And he is quite confident that I have told my secretary and it will be done. The secretary is a person's Shakti, energy. Similarly, if an ordinary man within this world has so much energies or secretaries to act, so just imagine, although Krishna is Jagadishwara, he is managing the whole universe. He is managing. There is brain. The foolish man, they say there is no brain. No, there is brain. But we do not know who is the brain. That is our foolishness. But if we take information from the Shastra, we can understand what is that brain. That brain is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Maya dhaksena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kauntya jagadvi parivartate. So, behind this material energy, just like we see, there is cloud, there is thundering sound, there is rain, and from the rain there is crops, there is food grain, then we eat those food grains, annat bhavanti bhutani, parjannat anna sambhavo, then jaggat bhavati parjanya, jagga karma samudbhavam. These things are already stated. Everything, the origin is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jagga, jagga karma samudbhavam. Jagga means we have to satisfy the Supreme Person. That is called jagga. And this process can be executed when the human society is very regulated. Regulated means there must be division of these varnas and ashramas. Varna means four varnas, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaishya, Shudra, and four ashramas, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. They have got their respective duties. So unless the human society is divided into this 8 scientific division and everyone acts according to his position, there cannot be any peace in the world. That is called Varnasam. Varnasama charvata purushena parapuman Vishnu aradhate. The ultimate goal is to satisfy the Lord, Supreme Lord Vishnu. Nate vidushartha gatim hi Vishnu. But the foolish people, they do not know that ultimate interest is how to satisfy Vishnu. Vishnu Aradha. So, when there is dharmasya glani, then Lord Vishnu or Krishna, by his incarnation or personally, he comes. Therefore it is said, Jat Jat Vidhatte Bhagavan. But because he comes to Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinasaya Duskritam, he has no anxiety. Satchandatma. And he does by his own internal potency. He does not take anyone's help. That is Krishna, that is Bhagavan. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate. He has got so varieties of energies that everything is done very correctly and perfectly. Natasya karyam karanancha vidyate, natasya sama udikascha dishyate, parasya shakti vividhaiva sriyate, sabhaviki jnana balakriyach. Sabhaviki jnana bala. Everything is being done perfectly. So, there are activities. Those who are impersonalists, they cannot understand. They cannot understand what is the personality of God. Na vijanati mamebhva paramam vayam. In the Bhagavad Gita it is. Tirhi gunamai bhavai mohita. Because they were covered by the influence of 3 kinds of material modes of nature, one cannot understand what is the Supreme Personality of God. Naham prakasa sarvasya yoga maya samavrita But he reveals himself to the devotees. Bhaktamam abhijanati javan jaschami tattva. So our business is to understand Krishna tattva in truth, not superficial. Then our life is successful. Janma karma mein divyam jo janati tattva. Not superficial. Try to understand Krishna in truth. Therefore here it is said that tani me saddadhanasya kirtanani anukirtaya. Anukirtan. Anukirtan means don't manufacture. Anu means following. Therefore the Bhagavad Tattva or Bhagavan can be understood by the parampara system. Anu. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasaya. Rajasaya. Formally the kings, they were Raja, at the same time great saintly person, Rishi. They are not ordinarily this king, Navasa, engaged in drinking and dancing. No. They were all rishis. All rishis. Up to Maharaj Parikshit. They were trained up in such a way, although it was monarchy, one man's control, but that man is not ordinary man. They are called Naradeva. Naradeva means Bhagavan in the form of a human being. A king was worshipped therefore, because they were Rajas. Among the Rajas say, Bhagavan says, Krishna says, unless the kings, the government head, does not know what is the purpose of this life, what is the purpose of this material world, then how he can rule nicely? It is not possible. He has no purpose. He does not know what is the aim of life. Just like they think that eating, sitting, eating and sleeping and sex life and then die. They are like animal life. This is not human life. Human life must know what is the aim of life. That they do not know. Nate vidu sarthagatim hi Vishnu durashayaji bhirattamani. These foolish people, they are trying to be happy. Durasha. Durasha means this hope will never be fulfilled. That is called durasha. Bahirarthamanina. Bahirarthamani. This external. Here is called Atmaya. But there is another Maya. This Maya is the external Maya, external energy. That is this material world. They are trying to be happy in this material world by adjusting material things. That is called durasa. It will never be fulfilled. Therefore in the history, you see, there have been so many material leaders, but they died simply working hard. They could not make things very properly adjusted. There was Napoleon, there was Hitler, there was Gandhi, there was Nehru, there are so many leaders. But nobody could adjust. This is not possible. That is durasa. Durasayaji bhirarthamani. Because they do not know what is the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to understand Vishnu. And people are going on. Nate vidu sarthagatim hi Vishnu durasayaji bhirattamani andhajathandhi rupaniyamana stepi satantra udamni baddha. Andha means blind. If one blind man is trying to lead other blind men, then what is the benefit? The leader is blind and the follower is blind. Then there will be no result. They do not know Ishatantra Urudamni Baddha. They are tied hands and legs by Ishatantra, by the regulative principles of the nature. So one has to learn from the Shastra. Devidjesha gunamai mama maya durattaya mameva japrapadanti maya metang tarat.